Northerners will know peace before I leave office, Buhari. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. At the advent of this administration in 2015, I pledged to Nigerians that I will restore peace in the Northeast and return it to the path of development and growth. Can somebody just tell this man to stop talking? You don't want to hear any promises. At this point in time now, we don't want to hear promises at all. We're tired of hearing promises. Whatever they want to do for the good of the country, they should do it. They should not come out and start giving us promises that will never ever be fulfilled. That is just it. Whatever they want to do, good. They want to stop insecurity, they should go ahead. They want to do this, they should go ahead and do it. As far as it's for the good of Nigeria, we don't need the information. When we see it happening, we can now say, oh, this thing is happening. We don't need the info, please. Can't this particular government just understand? Nigerians don't need words. In fact, if you say we are going to do something to start discouraging, it's better you do it. You want to infrastructure, do it. Let's see it. Refinery, want to repair it, it. Let it be that they have not started doing that. They have started working on the refinery. They didn't say anything, no. All viral like them. Let it be like kind of a surprise. But no, Nigerian government will always come out and say everything. What are you saying? Insecurity matters that over and over again the people have told you. You don't need to say anything. You don't even need to say anything on this insecurity matter. All you need to do is do. The military should do their work, you do yours. Yet they'll come out every day to give us fake promises. Underplay losses. Underplay the number of people are going to die, or people have been killed in Boko Haram attack or bandit attack. They reduce it. Thinking that is going to solve a problem. Thinking the civilians, we don't know. If you don't know, Nigeria is in crisis. It's in crisis. Nigeria is in crisis. The fact that you are still where you start is still relatively calm. Don't even let it fool you at all. That is why if you are talking every time, they'll say we should close our mouth, because it's the truth. Sincerely, when I look around what is happening, I cannot help but ask myself why. Information getting to us about just 24 hours ago was how a very young, promising army personnel who saved the Shehu of Borno State from suicide bombing in 2012, how that particular man was killed by a police officer. Like, I am so bitter right now. It is so sad. It is so sad. The policeman was drunk. He was drunk. And I keep asking myself, is there any way something like this will happen and the policemen or the police themselves, the police commission will not come out and say there is an accidental discharge? It is only in Nigeria you hear things like accidental discharge. They're not going to ever take responsibility of what happened. The same thing with this government. They're coming out to tell us so that what will happen? We should clap for you. You have to do the work yourself. We don't need details. You want to do something, please do. As far as it's for the good of the country. If you want to do something, please do. Let it be that, oh, you're going to be getting the feedback of, thank you, we saw what you did. It's better than you announcing and we not saying anything. It's better that way. The news in detail, please stay with us. President Muhammad Buhari says Nigerians in the Northeast will, in the coming months, be saved from the atrocities of bandits and terrorists ravaging the region. The president stated this at the inauguration of a presidential committee on the repatriation, return and settlement of internally displaced persons, IDPs in the Northeast, which preceded the weekly Federal Executive Council FEC meeting. According to him, the administration is embarking on a revised approach to addressing the 13-year conflict and insurgency in the region and will not relent in efforts towards a return to peace and normalcy. He said, at the event of this administration in 2015, I pledged to Nigerians that I will restore peace in the Northeast and returning to the path of development and growth. I remain committed to that promise, he added. I pledge to you that in the coming months you will begin to witness a shift away from a protracted insurgency to peace building, stabilization, and ultimately development in your respective communities as we embark on a revised approach to addressing this conflict, a return to normalcy. According to the President, the committee, among other things, is expected to develop a 3-year action plan by the end of March 2022 that incorporates national and state-level plans, providing a clear pathway for the restoration of a peace and development of the Northeast. The committee is also saddled with the responsibility of strengthening collaboration with key donors, development partners, and private sector organizations that are critical to the mobilization of resources and implementation of the programs, the President further explained. Buhari charged the committee members to adopt the guiding principles of accountability, delineation of duty, and community-driven method to address issues. The President directed the committee to submit a monthly progress report, while the first progress review meeting would be in the first week of March. Failure to deliver on those tasks you have been assigned is not an option, he told them. Members of the committee are the Finance, Justice, Humanitarian Affairs, Interior, Foreign Affairs, and Defense Ministers. Others are the National Security Advisor, Inspector General of Police, the Defense Chief, NIA and SSS Director Generals. The committee also has the Northeast Development Commission, DG, the National Commission for Refugees Federal Commissioner, DGs of the Migrant and Internally Displaced Persons, the National Emergency Management Agency, and the Chief of Defense Intelligence. Like I said, we don't care the amount of, all these things are not necessary. They are not. Do you go to tell your daughter who is dying, does she want to feel, I don't understand, does she want to feel, okay, if you want to do something for someone who is actually at the verge of that, will you start telling the person? To save time, you don't have to. Nigeria is in crisis. Nigeria is sinking into crisis on a daily basis. It's getting worse. So all this chit-chat is not necessary at all. You want to do something, do it. Yes. If you want to do something, you don't whine about it. You do it. So far it is good. It is not the ones, we don't need this. It is not a policy. You don't even need an opinion. It's not like you have been seeking for our opinion. So at this point, you obviously do not need it as well. Get your job done. Get the people to do this and let the Northerners, let them start singing a new song of praise to God. Let them start praising Allah. Saying, finally, we are now free. We can sleep with our 2 eyes closed. These are the testimonies we want to start hearing from the Northerners, not promises. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.